So obviously this morning we'll be talking about Friends.
Right.
As will everybody. God,
But we'll do it better.
Yeah, so check up on these. What? I've only had 1 hour of sleep, so let me just warn you.
Feel free. Have at it.
I've only had 1 hour of sleep. I'm warning you.
Gotcha.
Is
there a reason you only had 1 hour sleep?
I'm glad you asked. Yes. There is. So I go to bed after the Friends. What is that, like 11? Was it over? It felt like 11. 10.
Was it 10? Yeah.
It felt like 11 because I was tired. It was all I could do. I'm like, okay, stay up. And then I was disappointed. And then I felt emotionally raped.
That's kind of strong.
Well, because there was no drunken live from Boston party afterwards like they did on Cheers.
Well, what happened on The Tonight Show? Do you know?
I turned it on, but then I went over to Jimmy Kimmel because I like him better. And Jimmy Kimmel had Ozzy and Sharon.
Yeah.
Dude, those two are jacked up.
Is she jacked up?
Oh, yeah. They're gone. They're so gone. And then he tried to do the Hitler thing, and they said they only watched German movies with Hitler in them.
What?
I swear.
Who said that?
Ozzy and Sharon.
Said we only watch German movies with Hitler.
Yeah, because he said, did you watch Friends? Because nobody's watching us right now because everybody's watching Jay because the Friends are there over at the thing. And Ozzy said, no, I only watch the History Channel. And then Sharon said something like, we only like movies. He said, we only like movies with Germans and Nazis. And then she said, yeah, only things with Hitler. And then he started putting his hand up like,
In the salute?
Yes.
Because up until then, I was thinking I have an excuse for them, that I could help them.
Right.
But then I don't know what to do about the
And then,
salute. Because the History Channel, I've got to tell you, at least 3 hours a day. At least 3 hours a day is friggin' World War II focused on Nazis.
Well, and then Jimmy Kimmel was laughing nervously because he's like, uh-oh. And then he said something like, well, he was a wreck. And then Sharon Osbourne said something like, well, that'd probably get us, he goes, finally you'll get kicked out of this country because that'll get you kicked out of this country. And she said, yeah, probably in this town it would.
Oh, my God.
So they knew.
That's a blatant, this town's run by the Jews statement is what she was saying.
Yeah, they were nuts. And they were fried.
Oh, that's a drag.
Yeah.
I wish they'd have caught that in time, but I guess there was no catching that in time. And to have enjoyed Ozzy, and I missed him when he was like, I'm only going by the history of Ozzy because I've heard he was arrested for peeing on the Alamo in a dress and all that stuff. To have enjoyed that ride, I guess you had to expect this was coming in his golden years, that he couldn't, hold it together.
Well, at first she just keeps it together and covers for him like she does on the show, but then she was just like a wreck and making no sense.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know. But so I was fascinated by this demise of this couple, and so I didn't flip over to Jay Leno is what my point was, sorry. Yeah, so I guess they were at the set or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I hate it when it goes... I've yet to have, I think, a career-wrecking disaster, but I've tanked so bad before that I thought, I'll never work again. I called everybody, like I was on Oprah once, and I called everybody and said, before I went on, watch me on Oprah, I'm on Oprah, for God's sake.
Right.
Oh, my God, bragged to everybody, and just tanked so bad. And I called everybody who could help my career and said, watch.
That happened to me last night with a fireman.
Huh?
I did a little stand-up routine for the Venice Fire Department.
I didn't even know there was a Venice Fire Department.
Yeah, I didn't either. I said,
what in Venice could burn that anybody would care about?
And that's what I said. I go, why are you guys here? And I said, why not Santa Monica? And they said, we cover your houses. I said, I thought I lived in Santa Monica. And he said, you do, but we cover your houses. You're on a line. Obviously, the fire department was at my house.
Yeah, I thought I'll let you get done with that explanation. I'm going to say,
they're just so not nice, and I love firemen.
I know you do.
And the nice guys at the Marina Del Rey Fire Department, they were nice.
Yeah,
really.
And one guy loved you, although you questioned his dental work.
Yes, but they were kind.
Yeah,
nice.
Right.
These guys were bitchy, cranky, pissed off to be there, and I didn't even call them. So then I tried to lighten up their day and do some stand-up.
Right.
They did not find me amusing.
And what time was this?
at 1:45 in the morning.
All right, so when we come back,
Yeah.
will you tell us why the fire department was at your house at 1:30 in the morning?
It was 1:45.
Well, then I don't want to know.
Okay. Jack, don't tell anybody else. Jack cried at Friends last night.
Yeah, you might want to keep that to yourself. Is it the babies? The babies?
No, the Rachel part.
Yeah, it was just so emotional.
She had the ducks.
Well, the ducks made me cry too. They're trapped in the table.
Yeah. And then the crying of the table. When
Right.
they said goodbye to Joel,
Yeah.
I could barely take it.
Yeah.
Good game.
Do you have because we're going to have to, do the Friends Frenzy all goddamn day long. So here's what Jack cried about.
Don't go.
What?
Please stay with me. I am so in love with you. Please don't go.
Oh my God.
I know. I should have waited till now to say it, but that was stupid. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm telling you now. I love you. Do not get on this plane.
Miss, are you boarding the plane?
Hey. I know you love
Jack,
me.
can you rewind that a
know
little
you
bit to the? How excited is this guy that he got this part?
Me. I know you do.
Miss,
Oh, he's
called
so
everyone.
excited.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you
I do.
don't.
They're waiting for me, Ross. I can't do this right now. I'm sorry.
Mom, Dad, I get to board Rachel.
On the last episode ever.
Oh, you know that they T-voted, that all the friends, and we should find out who that guy is because he's so happy.
We had Marcel the monkey.
Right.
We had the duck and the chicken.
Yeah.
But that party with Jason and Lisa, if we had the guy that said miss,
Yes.
that would have been such a home run.
I know. But we didn't know about
The
him.
monkey, the duck, the chicken, and the guy that says miss. Actually, I think I could have done that part. Listen, let me do it
Okay,
again.
try it.
Miss.
Whoa.
Kind of cash, understated, not miss. Trying to get your face noticed or anything
Yeah.
like that. Just miss.
Do you think, though, because he was so wound up, obviously, because this is the last episode of Friends and he gets to be in it, do you think he's like, the first time, miss?
Yes. Oh, sorry, director guy.
All right, and then the second part where Jack just really falls apart.
I got off the plane.
You got off the plane.
Cut out some of your
That was
applause.
weird.
I do love you.
I love you too, and I am never letting you go again.
Okay, because this is where I want to be. Okay, no more messing around. I don't want to mess this up again.
No, me neither. Okay, we're done being stupid.
Okay. It's you and me, all right? This is it.
This is it. Unless we're on a break. Don't make jokes now.
And then I teared up because, in my heart, it was really over after that moment. The show could end.
Yeah, right.
A peaceful and calm
Right.
death that it was all right with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I've done the let's not be stupid again and let's really
Yeah.
try. That's a bunch of malarkey.
When you hear it on tape rather than watching it,
I
you
know.
really think
God, they're bad actors.
that and is the chick that's hot enough to score and marry Brad Pitt really going to go, because this is where I want to be
I
forever,
know.
to David Schwimmer
I
in
know.
real life?
I know.
How hot is she? And he's the goof of the world that it's not going to happen.
Plus, I felt bad for Brad Pitt that he had to be Jennifer Aniston's bitch by showing his commercial during Friends.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, he
but I
was-
did think, oh my God, Brad Pitt doing a weird accent. Why is he doing an accent?
I didn't see it.
He's doing a crazy ass accent.
He
that
is?
is unrequired or not required at all.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later.
I mean, who knows what the ancient guy sounded like
Oh, that's
to
true.
compare it? It's not like he's playing that Tom Cruise part in that Irish movie where he goes, "What about the land?" And everybody makes fun of him.
Well, isn't he trying to be a Roman?
I think he's trying to be.
Is he a
it's
gladiator?
Troy, right? So he's what's his face?
He's Roman.
I'm not positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Roman. Yeah.
Capiche? Hey, don't forget.
Hmm?
Oh, boy, I know you are waiting. The Bob White Comedy Hour.
Always a home run there.
Yes. And also, we're going to do our first calls of the day. But first, I don't know if you found it shocking. Were you excited? Because, as you know, Mr. Burbank, he gets roles in different parts.
Sure, right.
Yeah, to represent Burbank. And
I was talking about that to someone, actually.
Mr. Burbank?
Friends filmed in Burbank.
Right.
Right, absolutely. And, where Mr. Burbank would show up, much like I was discussing that bowling pin of yours.
Right.
That's exactly the same premise, right?
Exactly. So, Mr. Burbank, we were pleased enough. It's just his name mentioned. However, because they already had everything written in before we created Mr. Burbank,
Right.
but they at least gave him a shout out. So I don't know if you caught it, but here it is.
Jack. Hi. I love that. Well, it sounds like a 40s newspaper guy, Jack. Hi. Morning Gazette. I'm gonna blow this story wide open.
Wasn't that awesome of them?
That was awesome.
Mr. Burbank.
Right on.
That is awesome.
Although I'm a little offended they used your whole real name instead of Mr. Burbank, your title.
Yeah, right.
That was early.
Can we hear that again, Jack? I'm so happy for you.
Jack. Hi. I love that. Well, it sounds like a 40s newspaper guy, Jack. Hi. Morning Gazette. I'm gonna blow this story wide open.
That's awesome. You are one lucky guy. You
Yeah.
are one big name.
That is awesome. We got to call your parent. Yeah. That is terrific. Jack, by the way, even though your mom's a lesbian, you still can celebrate Mother's Day.
Right. Well, she's still my mom.
Oh,
Right.
hell yeah, that's right.
That's how that goes. Is Mother's Day this Sunday?
Sunday. Oh, nice, Danny.
What?
Yours mom's still a kicking.
Yours mom's?
Yours mom's still a kicking.
Yours the mom is still a cake.
I tried to cover it at the end. Did you see that? Yours the mom's still a kicking.
Yes, she is.
You didn't even know
Literally.
it's Mother's Day?
I wasn't positive, no.
I have some presents for you.
For my mother?
Yeah, my friend
That's
Jody.
sweet of you.
She took a lot of pictures at the other night at the Tony P's, and so we'll frame them.
Oh, that's a great, because she was happy about that. That's
And
a
she
great.
looks
Thank
great.
you.
Sure. What?
She'll appreciate that.
Why are you all talking like Italian immigrants? You said that. That's
Am I still
great.
doing it?
Well, I'm tired. I didn't stand
And I
it.
happen to descend from Italian immigrants. So don't bother me. Yeah, peace, apu.
Jack, one more time. I'm happy. I'm just so happy about this for you. It's amazing. They mentioned Jack Hine, who, by the way, that's his first and last name
Right.
on Friends. We tried to get him to say Mr. Burbank.
But it didn't make sense. Hey,
Well-
you named the baby Mr. Burbank.
Yeah, it just didn't go. So they said they agreed to do his name.
It sounds like a 40s newspaper man. Mr. Burbank.
Right,
I'm going to
see?
bust this story wide open.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. All right, go ahead.
Jack. Hi. I love that. Well, it sounds like a 40s newspaper guy, Jack. Hi. Morning Gazette. I'm gonna blow this story wide open.
I didn't like the pronunciation she did the second time. Hein.
She meant more like German.
Yeah.
You're Italian.
Jack Hein.
That is, yeah.
That's awesome.
And also, one other thing that I noticed last night, and we'll review obviously because it's a Friends frenzy, is that Friends was about. I have my notes.
Too long?
I only watched 1 hour. You were a dumbass.
The 1 hour that you watched was the wrong hour.
Friends last night, and for the whole season, has been about coffee, weddings, and babies.
Well, that's life.
Coffee, weddings, and babies. Now, see if you hear a similarity, Jack.
It began 11 years ago and would become television's most honored comedy.
Thank you, Frasier.
Next week, Frasier returns to Thursday
Coffee tomorrow?
for its final farewell
I'll miss the coffees.
with a wedding
Coffee,
and a
wedding.
baby.
Isn't he
Baby.
perfect, Dad?
Certainly is, Mom.
And for Frasier, the love of his life. The series finale of Frasier.
Why bother? We've seen it.
Wow. That was great, man. I never would have thought of that.
I was like, oh my God, we're just watching coffee, babies, and weddings.
Except this time with way less attractive people.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I had too much time on my hands last night. I was entertaining the troops.
Now, I was going to ask you about that. It was a half hour ago or more. We said when we come back, you'll tell us why the hell the fire department was at your house. I said 1:30, then you said 1:45, and I said I didn't care that much if it was 15 minutes later. But I was lying, and I do care.
Well, I had my windows open at my house,
Right.
and all of a sudden, you know what a big truck sounds like, right?
Yes.
So I hear this big truck. And I heard my neighbors throughout the night, like, making noise and opening doors and kind of freaking out. But
Right.
I just thought, well, I didn't know what was going on. And I thought maybe it was part of a dream or something. I couldn't figure it out. But it was a lot of racket. So I look out my window and there is a ladder truck and another fire truck. I'm like, oh my God. And they're right in front of my house. I'm like, this can't be good. So I kind of like, Mrs. Kravitz it for a while. Then I go and look through the peephole and Mrs. Kravitz it. And my neighbors have all their windows open, all their doors and everything. And I'm like, this isn't good at all. So I put on some sweatpants, sweatshirt, whatever. And I'm so glad, you guys, at the split second, I remembered to disarm my alarm.
Right.
Oh my God. Remember I told you it's like crazy loud, like illegal loud?
Illegal loud.
And so can you imagine at 1:45 that, my neighbors would have been pissed. So right at the I'm like, you get that thing in your throat. So I go outside and my neighbor's like, oh my God, we woke you up. I'm so sorry. Because she knows what time I wake up. I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, there's a natural gas leak.
Oh God.
I know.
I can blow up a whole neighborhood.
I know.
We've seen that.
I know. And then the Venice Fire Department guy, even though I live in Santa Monica, said, I've been around here for 25 years. That doesn't smell like natural gas. And they were all grumpy. I mean, all the firemen were grumpy.
It's 1:45 in the morning.
I came out happy.
They were firemen.
And they stayed up to watch Friends, so they didn't get their little fireman butts to bed early.
Right.
Fireman butts to bed. But it just made me mad. And then I felt like it was Skippy, the neighbor kid's parents. They live next to me. And I really felt like they were kind of being mean to them. Like, we don't know what it is, ma'am. Yeah. And then the one guy came up to me. He goes, it's just some chemicals that spilled under their sink. Well, the next thing I know, this whiff of natural gas just comes over me. I'm like, oh my God, you guys, it's over here. It's over here. I was freaking out.
Right.
And I started to panic and I was going to run because you don't know what to do. I mean, I'm overcome with fumes.
It would have been funny to see you run down the street.
I didn't know what to do.
What were you wearing?
Sweat pants and a sweatshirt.
Kind of like now.
Yeah, but different.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's natural gas.
Actually, there were the ones from yesterday that I worked out in, so they were like yucky ones because I put them on real quick.
Right.
Like I jumped into the thing.
Like firemen,
yeah.
right, sure.
Yeah, but different. So I was like, oh my God, I was freaking out. I was starting to kind of cry like a baby girl.
Like Jack and watching Friends?
Yeah, because you don't know what to do. I was panicked. And so the firemen came down there and they were like, ma'am, that's not natural gas. I'm like, yes, it is. It's totally natural gas. And they're like, no, it's not. We just turned on the vent from her kitchen or whatever. Well, then I was like, they were walking around. They don't know what the hell it is. They still don't really know.
Right.
They took a bunch of chemicals and put it in a trash bag. Well, then they're still standing there and we could smell it. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, they're going to come in my house. So then I have to go in and start picking up my house, right?
Right, because firemen are going to be in there.
They're going to come in my house. And so then I'm like, so now it's like whatever time. I'm cleaning up my house in case they come in. Then they bring in this huge blower.
Into your house?
Into my neighbors.
Oh, okay.
And basically, the angry firemen just start blowing all her fumes into my house. And
That's crazy.
So then they're so grumpy and they're so mean and I don't like them at all. And I went out there and I was like, are you sure it's not natural gas? And then the one pompous P guy, Diddy, said, I've been 25 years, whatever. And I said to the one Venice fireman, what time is it? It's late. Okay. So then I think there was one nice fireman because he's the one that went in and got the chemicals and stuff. So then they're all standing there. I go, I got to tell you guys something. I actually farted. Nothing. So then you know what you do. You try harder.
I was going to say, because, guys that don't know you, a girl making a fart joke, just throw you.
Well, it was so overwhelming. I mean, it was the smell of natural gas is stinky.
All right, so you make the fart joke and the firemen don't laugh.
They don't laugh at all. And they're just bitchy.
If you'd have had Stench's whoopee cushion, you'd have got a reaction.
You think?
Yes.
They were just the bitchiest bitches ever. And then I just felt so bad for my neighbors because they made them, they're like, we don't know what it is. And then they're standing out there. So I go upstairs to my bedroom and I Mrs. Kravitz it again.
Right.
And I'm listening and they're like, I don't know what it is. Me either. And then one guy's like, well, it's weird that it's only coming from there. Oh, well. And they leave.
Without a definitive answer as to what it is?
They have no idea.
That's not good. That doesn't say great things.
But I was so upset, you guys. Have you ever done stand-up for anybody and they just stood there?
My whole life.
Yeah. What room are you talking to?
And now, ladies and germs, what you've been waiting for. just off a 2-week stint at Helen's Trailer Park and Bar. Coming to you from Southern Illinois, where the Hoot Owls rape the chickens and no one cares. That's right, he kids because he loves. It's Bob White!
Wonder if my dad watched Friends.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's not home.
Oh, he's home. Of course he's home. He loves this.
Top of the morning.
See?
Hi, Dad. How are
Good
you?
morning, all you people in California watching your landscape burn again.
Yes, I think it's out though.
All right.
Hey,
Sorry.
Well, I would think they would volunteer fire brigade of men who have unusual control of their prostrates and would all stand in a line and
just
hose the landscape
well,
down.
now that's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it's recycle.
nice,
Recycle.
Dad. Way to think about.
Yeah, but the steam and smoke that would come off that would be just frightful.
Yeah, that might not be good, but something to think about. Dad,
Yes.
did you watch Friends?
I would rather watch paint dry.
You know what? The similarities are amazing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Friends peaked after they were in the business about 3 years, and then it was like, let's hash over. Ralph breaks a plate, and he can't get off driving the bus.
What?
That's the wrong program, wasn't it?
He's doing the honeymooners. I didn't get it at first.
The honeymooners.
Ralph crammed it.
Well, they were friends.
We live where I live. It's out where the Hoot Owls rape the chickens.
And nobody cares.
So by the time the television programs travel this distance, we are still getting Ralph. It's a little while for the airways to clear.
That was actually Seinfeld, and Art Carney would be your Kramer.
Yes.
Very nice.
That's correct.
Thank you,
That's
Bob.
correct.
Now, how are the
Art Carney was outstanding, talented man. Yeah, he was really terrific guy.
how are the cookie ladies?
Oh, I've got a funny story to tell on the cookie lady.
Okay.
Well, cookie ladies are doing fine, but the one that I've been, let's say, doing her batter the most. Cookie batter?
Right.
Cookie batter, okay.
That would be the Minnie Mouse or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Horrifying visuals.
No, Anonymous.
Right,
Anonymous.
whatever.
Not Minnie Mouse.
I don't know. Minnie Mouse, Anonymous.
Anonymous. Okay. She lives outside of Carbondale, out in the country on her estate. And she'd recently had an incident in which a utility man pulled into the driveway, and there were two fellows that ran out of her garage that looked like attempting to break into her car. She has a two-car garage, and the door was open.
That's scary.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
So then down the street, then later on, they had, the same evening, they had 3 or 4 burglaries, broke into a house, broke into cars, blah, blah. So she's hyper, pillows move in the night.
Right, you're like a little rattled.
And doors open and creak. Okay, so about 3 days ago, her umbrella out on her patio, it's on a post.
Right, yeah, the whatever you call
was
it.
gone, and she reported it stolen to the sheriff's department.
She reported her umbrella?
The big kind, those big kind with the chairs and.
In your place, they've got to steal your house, and then you think, well, should we report it? Well, here
true.
we talk about little things.
Right.
That's true.
Okay, so the sheriff's sent out 2 of their finest, and they scouted around looking for whatever they look for, and they'd ask neighbors if they had seen anyone, and not a soul. And Anonymous, she's panicking almost.
We're like, I wonder what she's doing.
And she walks the two gendarme back to the car. One of them turns around and looks and says, "What the heck is that up in your big redbud tree beside the house?" And it was the umbrella off the patio. The wind had caught it, blown over the top of the house.
How embarrassing.
Caught it in her redbud
She
tree.
called the police for an umbrella that was stuck in the tree.
And this has happened to her twice.
Oh. Dad, you might want to dump her.
Wait. She cannot compare to just north of here.
But Dad,
yes,
you have 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Let's talk about my worm farm. Here, a little intellectual growth, Danny. Do you have a $10 bill with you?
I do.
Take it out of your wallet.
Oh,
Put
Dad.
it face down on the counter. Got it?
Hang on, no.
No, he doesn't have
Okay.
it.
I got it.
Okay.
Face down?
Face down.
Yeah.
On the $1 bill, George Washington, which way is he facing, right or left?
He would be facing to... Oh, shut up. Doesn't it count? Oh, no, I guess he's facing right.
Correct. $2 bill, it happens to be Mr. Jefferson. Which way is he facing?
Forward.
Right. No, right.
Right, okay.
Okay, $5 bill is Abraham Lincoln facing...
Right.
Correct. Okay, I'm now going to jump to the $20 bill.
Dad, you gotta hurry. We gotta miss
Right or
traffic.
Left, right or left? Which way is he facing? $20
Right.
bill. Okay, to make it short, your $10 bill is the only bill in which, turn it over.
The president is going to face left.
Right.
Right?
Hamilton.
Correct.
The guy in the duel.
All right. Which way is he facing?
He's facing left.
Correct. The only paper money.
No, he's
The only
facing...
president. On the coin.
I don't know.
On the coin. Penny.
Dad.
President's facing which
Dad.
way? Penny.
Right.
Dad.
That's the only penny that's
Dad.
facing right. What?
We have to go.
Right.
Oh, I was going to tell you about
No,
my
we
blind
can't.
date.
We're gonna miss our traffic. We have to go.
May a donut smile on you today. And we know which brand that
It's
is.
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme, the
Right.
official donut of the Jimmy Dang Show.
All right,
All
Dad.
right. Okay, Danny, very good on the $10 bill.
You know what
Thank
it
you,
was?
sir.
Is that we played a song, and because we changed up our clocks, Dad, and I forgot to tell you. Oh.
Well, okay. I was going to tell you the story about the two-way radio robbery, but
Oh, my God. We'll have to look till next
I
week.
mean, this is a heartache because the gal caught apprehended with her own pistol and her detective system. She caught a crook,
Dad,
held him at gunpoint. Huh?
save it to next Friday.
Till next Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Love you, Dad.
Love you,
I
Bob.
love all of you out there. Until next time, keep your worms fed.
Thank you,
They're
Dad.
your best friend.
Bye, Dad.
I love a worm.
Bye, Dad.
Me too.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye, Danny.
Oh man, just talked to Big Bob off the air.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's good. He's good. He still wants to tell me some story about walkie-talkies.
Right.
And then they were yelling at me 20 seconds. I'm like, and don't you feel bad when you have to cut him off again?
Yes,
You
especially
know?
Bob.
And then what was really
It's his cadence, though. He could fit in. If he talked like you and I, he could fit in twice the story.
Yeah, but he's more of a storyteller.
Right. He is the William Shatner of phone calls.
Or I would say, like, remember how Paul Harvey used to do it?
Yes.
Would take like an hour to tell one story, but my dad's always been like that.
See,
Like,
I like that.
he's into details.
But also he's into, and then she was just panicked.
I know.
It was awesome. He had me on the edge of my seat.
I'm like, wonder what she is. Well, it has me on the edge because I'm wondering if it's going to be a bad word.
Right.
That would suck.
What's up with a guy as smart as Bob not getting what the FCC is up to?
I think because he's like the James where he doesn't believe it. I mean, like he thinks it's, government crap.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think the same thing, yet I believe it.
I'm so happy with CBS, though. CBS is actually going up against the FCC in certain ways and even saying, do you know that we actually have to pull news broadcasts now, public service shows, different things like that. So...
Well, I think, of course, our First Amendment rights are actually in danger. And much like I said with those guys in the trucks, I believe in big protests. I think civil disobedience is, a great way to go. Worked for Gandhi and Martin Luther King.
It'd be great if our company got right there with CBS and did something together. But I don't think that we can now because we testified in front of Congress and said this.
If someone breaks the law by broadcasting indecent material on our air, they will not work for Clear Channel Radio.
See, and after that was said, you can't go.
That's good enough for me. Our position's clear.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
after you stand in front of Congress as our company, then I don't think you can go, you know what? You know how we stood there and said that,
We're just kidding.
We're just kidding because now you guys have gone too far. Psych. Good one, Jack. I love the psych game.
I'd like to see him say that. That'd be funny.
I know.
Psych!
Psych!
God, I hated people who did that. What would they do? They'd tell you something like terrible real fast and you'd jump and then they'd say psych, right?
Yes.
What jerks. And
Aye.
I changed that word right there.
I saw that was nice. Hey, by the way,
God, that doesn't carry the weight.
What?
What jerks? It just sounds like you're not really mad. When the word we used to use?
What, asses?
No, the D word that we can't say anymore.
Oh, right.
What That really kind of
what,
said
Dan's?
it. Yeah, that really said it.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that used to say things.
You know, say they used to really deliver the message.
Yeah, back in the good old days when radio was fun.
Radio's still fun.
Just
Don't
kidding.
be crazy.
Oh my God, I'm totally just, I don't know. Hey, Jack.
Yes.
We got to continue our Friends Frenzy. Yeah. Because I like saying it because it does something cool with my mouth.
Neat.
But we also need to talk about people who do stand up for the Venice Fire Department and that just, it didn't go anywhere last night.
Right.
At 2:00 in the morning. I thought it was brilliant. So what we thirdly need to do, Jack, is the thing you're going to push for. It's the Friends Frenzy!
Yes, it is.
We're going to take our first calls of the day. Also, I can't believe this, but it's true. And Jack, I'm sorry to tell, but I just decided I had to. And that is Jack cried.
Right.
Yeah, at the end.
The Rachel thing, right?
Yeah. And I don't know if you're on your period or what, but
Somebody was.
I would have to. What does that mean?
When I got here, there were feminine hygiene products in my desk.
Ew.
Yeah.
Stuck to everything?
Mm-hmm. Somebody's funny.
Is it you?
Why is it always got to be me?
I don't know. Why does it always got to be you?
And it was tied to your microphone and painted red, but it wasn't necessarily me.
Why not green? It's so much more soothing.
Wasn't me.
Any hoodle. What was I talking about?
Jack crying.
Oh, yeah. Then Jack crying. But I would have to leave a guy that cried at Friends.
East.
You know? Yeah, you would. I would have to leave it. That and a guy driving that truck with a bumblebee on it.
With a Hemi in it.
It has a Hemi, but it loses me with the bumblebee.
See, I lose the naked lady mud flaps.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And Calvin peeing on anything.
Right. But the Hemi, that was a commercial last night, wasn't it? Yeah.
Good commercials last night. Some of them were very good.
Rumblebee.
Yes.
That's it. The Dodge Rumblebee.
Yes, it is.
I must have gone to the bathroom for that one.
It loses me once they put the B on it. I love the Hemi, you guys. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, everybody loves the Hemi.
Everybody loves the Hemi, but you put a B on it with a motor as a body.
They've gone Hemi crazy, though.
I know.
They're putting Hemis in
Oh my
every
God.
car they
Escorts.
make now.
Ford Escort has a Hemi.
Yeah, it used to be a big deal to have a Hemi.
Yeah.
I have a Shelby Cobra with a 427 Hemi.
Yeah.
That was a thing, man.
Now.
It's in a station wagon.
Well, you know what it is now.
I got a Hemi.
It's become meaningless.
Yeah.
Right.
The Hemi means nothing.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of an example of when that happened. Like when they, I don't know, maybe made knockoff Gucci's and then your Gucci didn't seem so nice. That was back in the 80s. That's really not a good example.
It's not a great example, but I followed you, though.
How about when BMW made the 318 Ti, which was the little $20,000 hatchback, and then you kind of devalued your other BMWs because you're like, now you can get a $20,000.
Everybody's got to be
Yeah. There's something about that, Jack, but
That's
not quite.
closer,
It's not quite it. I know. It's when Ford made the Mustang, but they also made that other one that looked like the Mustang, but wasn't a Mustang, like a Capri or something. No, what was it called?
How about the Viper? When they first made it, they made it with 3 different engines, from a 4-cylinder, a 6-cylinder, and an 8. So somebody who paid for the 8 got the same car somebody who paid for the 4.
Yeah.
Viper?
No, the Stealth. Stealth. I'm sorry, Stealth. Yeah.
Yes.
Which was a nice looking car.
Yeah, but you're bummed if you have the 8 and you could have
Right.
paid for 4. Right. That's a better example.
Or you're bummed if you paid for the 8 and people think it's the 4.
Right. What the hell are we talking about?
How much the Hemi doesn't count.
Thank God we're not talking about Friends like everybody else.
No kidding.
Jack, can you play for the people what you cried about just to relive it? But don't tear up this time, please.
Yeah, because it makes me uncomfortable.
I wonder, did your wife cry?
No, except that it sucked.
I mean, some people actually cry.
I think one of us has shed a tear over a Friends episode before, just not last night.
Oh, you have?
Mm-hmm. I'm a big crier.
Shame.
I feel shame.
Jack?
Don't go.
What?
Please stay with me. I am so in love with you. Please don't go.
Oh my God.
I know. I shouldn't have waited till now to say it, but that was stupid. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm telling you now. I love you. Do not get on this plane.
Miss, are you boarding the plane?
Miss, are you boarding the plane?
I know you love me. I know you do.
Miss.
I have to get on the plane.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you
I
don't.
do. They're waiting for me, Ross. I can't do this right now. I'm sorry.
See, can I just stop that and tell you, I wish they would have done this. Because it's still a comedy, right?
Right.
So she goes, I have to get on that plane. And he says, no, you don't. And she goes, yes, I do. And I wish they would have gone back and forth for a little while. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. You know?
Right, instead of the very serious,
Yeah.
all tearing up whiny Ross.
I just thought it would have been funny, like, because everybody's done that. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. And that would have been so typical of him. But
The only thing I really noticed is when she stood up to get off the plane because the flange was broken, that she looked really hot in that outfit. That was a great outfit.
I didn't like it.
You didn't?
Was it the black tank top with the white shirt one?
No.
Oh.
The blank tank top with the white shirt.
Yeah, with the black skirt and the black boots.
And the white band around the bottom of the white black skirt. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
I thought she looked really hot.
She's smoking anyway, though.
You know, I think she's cute. I don't think she's smoking.
Well, again, I tell you, I was ashamed to see that Brad Pitt was her bitch. And they played the Brad Pitt commercial for that movie. I felt saddened for him.
For Brad?
It devaluized him to me, or whatever that word is.
It did what?
It devaluized.
Why?
He lost some value and credibility. I don't know, just because they put it that. I don't know.
They put a $150 million blockbuster ad on what was going to be the biggest show of the night for $2 million.
I guess because they're married, it was just something weird. Like, you know, he needed her to push the movie.
Huh, I didn't think of it that way.
I know, because most people wouldn't. I'm just psychotic.
Yeah, I don't get Brad Pitt. And if I had to think about it, which I wouldn't normally do, I would think she's still doing a Friends sitcom, and his $150 motion picture is running ads in the middle of it.
See, what?
I have issues with Brad Pitt.
What do you have?
Last night was the end of the Friends show.
Right.
Biggest night
Right.
of his wife's life so far, probably, outside of their wedding. And he was in New York doing Conan. He wasn't even with her.
I know.
What a weenie.
There's some issues, I think.
Yeah, did you read that whole thing about he doesn't expect them to last forever?
No.
Oh, it was awesome. I think it was yesterday. He said in interviews, I don't know if Jennifer and I will last forever. I definitely feel a big midlife crisis coming on.
He did not.
Yes, he did. He said,
Vanity Fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was say he did not.
Yes.
It was a combination of a talk show and Vanity Fair, but the Vanity Fair will be out. And he says that he doesn't expect them to last forever. He's going to have a big midlife crisis, and he doesn't know if they'll survive it.
Well, then there is trouble in that
There's trouble
city.
in paradise right there.
Wow. Also, again, we're very happy to mention that Mr. Burbank got mentioned in the Friends episode.
You need to put on your headphones and hear this, man. It's awesome.
It is amazing. Remember how you got Jack hooked up on the Friends episode?
Oh, with they mentioned him.
Yeah, but they wouldn't say Mr. Burbank.
Because they tape in Burbank and
Right.
Mr. Burbank. And
Right, but they wouldn't say it because it made no sense. You named your baby Mr. Burbank.
Right. So that was too hard to put in, but Jack Hine is your real legal name, right? Yeah, so take a listen.
Jack. I love that. Well, it sounds like a 40s newspaper guy, you know? Jack Morning Gazette. I'm gonna blow this story wide open.
Wow.
Yeah, that is big. Congratulations to you both.
right,
That is
Jack.
quite the success. That you guys-
I think having her say your name twice is much bigger than the guy that goes, Miss.
Well, yeah, because it's his whole legal name. You
Right.
got to play it for your mom as well. Did you notice at the end of the show that Matthew Perry got a little gay with the baby?
How do you get gay with a baby?
Listen.
Look around, you guys. This was your first home, and it was a happy place, filled with love and laughter.
Thank you.
Wow.
I took good notes.
Well, I mean, I saw that scene. I just didn't care. I thought, what guy would say this? But I had no idea he sounded so gay until you play it.
Jack.
Look around, you guys. This was your first home, and it was a happy place, filled with love and laughter.
And I boned Uncle Joey here.
I didn't even know he sounded like that.
I know.
Or he doesn't sound like that, does he?
Well, I think that's his version of bad acting and baby talk mixed together.
You know what I thought was really weird? And I think it might have been on the first hour on the highlight thing when they made fun of how he talked and they all did an impression of him. And it was perfect. Like they did this bit about how he says in real life his lines. And he goes, they were doing like, and his response was, I so don't do that, which is what they all had just done. And I thought it kind of made him look like this one-trick pony that everybody could do.
That's funny because Stench can do our boss dead on.
Not the whole talking part. I told you I had yes to worry about in the beginning. What do you think? Come on, Dara.
And he has his mother-in-law down pat.
Yeah.
But he wants to live this weekend. He wants it to be a good weekend, so don't do it now.
There's family in town, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But,
Right
I mean,
on.
it's a cute thing. It's not a negative thing. It's adorable.
Not cute when their eyes.
I think it's cute.
I think it's cute.
By the way, it's Mother's Day weekend this on Sunday. It's not.
I knew that.
So you have to also do stuff for your mother-in-law.
No, that's my wife. I take care of my mom. She takes care of her mom. It's just like gifts.
No,
Same
that's
thing.
not true. You also take care of the mother-in-law.
Yeah, the wife gets the. If I had my way, my wife would take care of all the moms,
Including herself.
Yeah.
My wife's got a charge card.
Wow, I just realized, is this your first Mother's Days?
With the actual baby, we had a pregnant Mother's Day.
Right, but
last
this
year.
is like the real life first.
Right. Yeah.
So you have to do like something cute where the baby made it, right?
Right. I keep telling her the baby doesn't have a job. I made a baby resume yesterday to see if that baby could get a job before Mother's Day to buy her something, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I know, but you have to make something from the baby.
Wait.
You know how the baby
Right.
steps in like paint and then makes a card?
Well, I was going to say roll the baby in paint.
Right.
But
Dirty
I have
diaper.
this feeling he's not kidding.
Oh, no. I typed up a baby resume and told her the baby was going to go out on job interviews to get a job so she could buy a Mother's Day gift.
That's awesome. You shouldn't have told her, and you should have given her the baby resume with the not qualified to get a job, therefore here's what you got.
Right.
The baby resume. But no, you gave that one up. Now you have to
No.
buy stuff.
The dad still has to get stuff, and the baby has to make something.
I have to get something for Gretchen. The kids have to get something for Gretchen.
You
and
have to make something from the baby.
You don't make it. You just buy something.
No, you put the damn baby's hand in some paint,
Yeah.
you smack it on a card, and you go, Mommy, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. Happy first Mother's Day. And then you take its other hand and put it on the inside.
I make my baby write. I put a pen in her hand and let her just draw on
Fine,
cards.
do that.
That's
Do
better
that.
than
Give her
doing
some
that.
markers. Do
It's
that.
easier. Okay.
Okay.
God.
What are you doing for Gretchen?
Leaving town.
Is she going with you?
No.
Oh, that's not nice.
I'm in New York from 10 o'clock Sunday night till 2 o'clock Monday afternoon.
Wow, you're, you 10 o'clock Sunday night?
Yeah.
Well, then you have all day Sunday to be Mother's Day.
No, I get there. I leave here at 2 o'clock.
Oh.
And I have to get to the airport, what, 1 o'clock?
So you do brunch.
Man, you're pushing me around. I don't want to do I got an excuse.
No, you do 9 a.m. brunch.
Hey, I got to pack.
Oh, what? You bring
I
a
don't know what. I'll be
toothbrush.
gone in for 10 hours.
Oh, my God. Hey, by the way, what happened to Phoebe's babies?
Oh, she gave them away.
She did?
Yeah, she was carrying them for her brother. It was Rachel's baby that was missing.
Yeah, her mom had
Her
it.
mom had it,
Yeah.
but for no good reason.
But she went to Paris and Ross didn't seem to mind she was going to take his baby.
Yeah, you brought that up. I think that's a great point. Like, who lets the mom just fly off to Paris with the kid?
Get on that plane and you're not taking my kid. That's what he'd been saying at the
Well,
airport.
he didn't love the baby.
He did it.
He did, Ross. I can see Chandler not loving his baby. I can see Joey not figuring out to love his baby.
You know
But
what?
Ross loved his baby.
And I'll say it again. I felt emotionally raped because they're at the end, they just went right into ER. And at least the nice people at Cheers got all drunk and stupid and embarrassing live after the Cheers episode, remember?
Right.
And they were just hammered.
Is that what happened? I thought they were hammered on the Tonight Show.
No, they did a whole live show afterwards.
At the bar?
Yeah, they were just drunk as a skunk.
That was great television.
I know it
Is that Reverend
was.
Leno not knowing what to do with them?
It was just awesome. And then they just went right into ER.
Okay, now I had one little question and they're showing the coming attractions of the last of. Maybe it was cut before.
Right?
But isn't that a glass of champagne in Matthew Perry's hand?
Oh, the alcoholic notices such stuff. I don't
Yeah,
know.
absolutely.
I noticed when he was gay. You noticed when he was drinking.
Drinking.
I don't know.
It's when he gets gay, when he's drinking.
I got off the plane.
Oh.
You got off the plane.
I do love you.
I love you too, and I am never letting you go again.
Okay, because this is where I want to be. Okay, no more messing around. I don't want to mess this up again.
No, me neither. Okay, we're done being stupid.
Okay. It's you and me, all right? This is it.
This is it. Unless we're on a break. Don't make jokes now.
2 things.
Only 2?
3.
Okay.
Number 1, We've all done that. Okay, we're not going to break up anymore. We're not going to be stupid anymore. Never works.
Right.
Number 2. I've been with that guy that makes inappropriate jokes at the inappropriate time.
I've been that guy.
Yeah, I believe that. Number 3. What's with all the canned laughter, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's their last episode.
Yeah.
Well, I think they missed one important thing for their last episode. It should have been funny.
It should have been funny, and somebody should have died. Yeah. Like, funnily.
Funnily?
Uh-huh.
Like when they were dismantling the foosball table,
Yeah,
take a crowbar to the head?
Yeah. Something like that, or a foosball to the throat.
I didn't think they should have broken the foosball table. I was sad. But you know what it was? That was their death.
Oh,
That's the best they could do was break apart the foosball table.
I guess. Perhaps that's it. Well, they packed up, though.
Right.
I was upset they didn't take the picture frame that goes over the peephole, because that was my favorite thing about their apartment.
Actually, mine too. I thought
Really?
these guys are so much cuter than me.
I know, and I was like, why don't you take that? What?
There should have been a fire, and it burned the building down. That way, they couldn't move back in or anything.
I don't know if they can do fire, Jack. It's in New York. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I don't have fires in New York anymore.
Yeah. No, they're against fires. That's not a good one, Jack. That was dumb.
I just want it to be over.
Yeah, but
It's over.
no, it's not over, because once again, I will say to you, I noticed this. Where's my notes? Hold on, I'll tell you what I noticed.
Yeah.
Babies, coffee, and weddings.
Right. That's what it was about.
Right, babies, coffee, and weddings.
Not
And
necessarily in that order.
then I was watching television, and I realized, oh my God, Frasier's on next Thursday.
Right.
Same time, same place. And guess what we're going to see?
It began 11 years ago and would become television's most honored comedy.
Thank you, Frasier.
Next week, Frasier returns to Thursday
Coffee tomorrow?
for its final farewell
I'll miss the coffees.
Coffee,
with a wedding
wedding,
and a baby.
baby.
Isn't he perfect, Dad?
Certainly is, Mom.
And for Frasier, the love of his life. The series finale of Frasier.
Don't bother. Just show friends again.
Yeah.
Coffee, wedding, and a baby.
But maybe this one will be funny with coffee, wedding, and a baby, which Friends was not.
But it scares me that the same network has the same show,
Yeah.
Coffee, Weddings, and Babies.
As well it should. I didn't see that. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't make the connection like you did. But that should frighten you.
Yeah, and that they're showing it in as a promo, and I'm thinking, we're watching that, dudes. I said to myself.
Did you say dudes?
Well, I said to my cat.
Did you say Cad Clifford or did you say dude?
I said, dude, like to my cat. I'm like, dude, they're already showing this like that. He's like, I know.
I got to talk to Sid more like when we're watching Friends.
Yeah.
feel
Here's
bad.
Margarita.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Is she the first girl of the day, Jack?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Hey, congratulations. What can we do for you?
Thank you. Oh, you told us to call in if we were still crying or if we cried. Dude, I am totally still crying.
From what?
Like, from Friends, whenever you guys play the clips, it's sad.
Did you get maced? Why the hell are you crying?
Friends. Now, what part, like, why are you so tear-jerked?
Oh, because it's just, an end of an era, and I sort of went to college with it, and it was like, like the whole 90210 thing, it was us with friends, and
So,
that was just sad.
So you're crying more because you're old?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, because
Yeah.
you're crying because it made you realize that you're getting older? Is that what you think?
I guess so, or that things come to an end, I suppose.
Yeah, I got a little teary at Carson's last show.
Carson.
Daily.
Oh, I was like, Carson Daly? Oh, Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson's
yeah,
last
that
show.
was really good when
That was
Bette Midler.
really
Yeah,
good.
that
Oh
was
my
good.
God. When Johnny teared up, I was gone.
But you know why I teared up at that one is because it reminded me of my parents.
Right.
Like, because I remember having
Sneaking
to go into
under-
bed.
Yep,
yeah.
Yep, you told me about that. Sneaking around watching Carson,
Yeah.
sure.
Well, Margarita.
Plus, he cried and guest cried.
Yeah.
Margarita's just kind of crazy.
Well, Danny, I'm like you. I like, at any TV show pretty much I can, cry.
Yeah.
Well, did you actually like Friends?
Yeah.
You liked it last night?
I did. You're right. It could have been a little bit funnier.
Did you
but,
watch the hour leading up to it?
I TiVoed it. I didn't.
That was actually hysterical.
All right,
Well,
so watch
I'd have
that
to
when you
watch
get home.
Survivor.
Oh, that's what Jack watched.
That's what Jack did.
And Stench watched I'm a Homo for a Makeover or whatever. What did he watch? Homo Makeover? Yeah, something like that. Where they?
It was live in New York.
Yeah,
He's gay, man.
I know. Oh my God. Hello. Okay.
I know, but we've told him. Why
He's
doesn't
a
he just?
top.
He is. Nice.
I have to be Havasu ready.
And that donut's going to make the difference.
It might. Everyone counts.
Everyone does count. That's why I'm going to eat 3.
Ow.
What is with you and the throwing?
You can't throw Krispy Kreme. That's a sin.
I really want to hit him right in the face right when he turned around.
You should have. That would have been worth doing.
I know, but I missed.
Okay, as long as you're trying.
What?
I've eaten it out of the air like a Scooby snack.
He would have eaten it out of the air like a
Scooby snack.
Yes. Anyway, who brought us donuts?
The
tampon people.
The Diddy tampon
Diddy
people?
girl.
Huh?
Oh, I know, because they're making tampons fashionable.
Right.
New ones.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of weird, though, to be honest.
Fashionable tampons?
No, the Diddy girl that was here. I found her. There was something odd about her, I thought.
You don't like Gucci plugs?
What are they?
No, they're fashionable tampons. Diddy's.
I see.
What was weird about her?
Well, she was like 6 feet tall, very pretty, really nicely coiffed, wearing, I guess, a pink tank top like that girl in the card.
Right.
But she had really large breasts.
Yeah.
And her beige mom bra straps were hanging out the side. Like totally wearing grandma's bra.
Oh, she should have gone with the color.
It was weird,
That's
yeah.
the year she's talking about, or is looking in the window?
She has grandma's bra. Everything
Now
else
she's
about
there.
her super
now she's
hot.
looking in this window.
Nice.
Everything else about this woman is super hot, and she's wearing grandma's bra.
All right. Well,
Seems odd to me.
I believe they're available now. They're like
Target and Albertsons, and now you have like weeks worth.
Yeah.
How do you know?
There's a bag of them right there.
You cannot judge Jamie's flow.
Oh.
That's a reasonable thing to say.
I don't think it is.
Really?
Well, I don't know. There's just been so much tampon talk.
I know, but he seems to know how many will last you a week.
But they're trying to make like the boxes pretty and stuff instead of the, it seems like an aisle of like blue.
Yeah. Will it make a difference?
I don't know. I actually think it's going to be worse in a way because it's so hard to get men to buy tampons for you.
Yeah, can you go get the pretty ones?
Now they're going to have to buy the fashionable ones.
The only time I ever thought something about that particular product was fashionable or neat was, I think Michelle, Mindy Barbano's producer, in Cabo San Lucas had that fish. Or wherever we were, the Yucatan.
Oh, that held the tampon.
Yeah, I thought that was neat because I don't like to see them.
Look away.
Do women really want to put a thing in their nether region named after a rapper?
Diddy?
Yeah.
Especially P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Well, some women like him.
Yes.
So a specific group of women, I guess.
There's a certain fan base.
Yeah. I get the Clooney's.
See? I don't know that that's enough for a P. Diddy fan.
Oh, that seemed wrong, and I get it.
Not to me.
Anyway, how about that Friends show? Yeah. Here's that one clip, too, where I want y'all to just listen real quick and see if you hear in this voice some kind of fruitiness, Jack.
Look around, you guys. This was your first home. And it was a happy place, filled with love and laughter.
I just don't remember him talking like
He
that.
gives me the creeps.
Yeah.
It just is not good.
Normally I would say, come on, it's Friends. It's Matthew Perry. He's our buddy. But you're absolutely right on that.
Yeah. It's weird. Eileen, hi.
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 Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
We're good.
Good. You were talking before about on Vanity Fair that Brad Pitt said that he thought that he and Jennifer might not last.
Right.
Well, did you watch him on Conan? They kept advertising for him all night last night.
No, I did not see
we
it.
have to wake up at 2 a.m.
I have to wake up at 6, but I still watched it. But he was talking.
Yeah, well, that's
about,
4 hours later.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I had to wake up at noon. Shut up.
That is a lot. He was talking about how she sleepwalks, and he went on for a couple of minutes and said what she does in her sleep, and she goes outside and she's going through drawers as she gets more done and starts talking to him.
That's
it was
creepy.
a total put down.
Why was that a put down?
I thought it was a put down. He could have said something nice.
Don't listen to her. She wakes up at 6.
Oh, yeah, she has to sleep all day. She's a bum.
I'm just kidding, Eileen. I don't know if that's a put down.
Yeah, I don't even understand what you're talking about. But everybody can read something into something if they want to be upset.
Maybe, was he like slamming her? Did you feel like he was slamming her?
I didn't think it was very nice. I thought he could have picked something else to say on our big night.
Like what exactly?
Like she picks her nose and eats it?
Yeah. More fun.
More fun than your wife sleepwalking?
Well, to tell the world. I thought it was rather interesting.
Jack, you have anything fun to tell us about your wife?
How is it possible that she listens to this show and thinks that was too intimate to talk about on the air?
I wish my wife sleepwalks. I'd invite you guys over to watch.
Ew, you're kinky.
If my wife sleepwalked or sleepwalked, it'd be the most activity she does at night. I tell everybody.
Hey, you guys, she just called in to tell us something. Jesus.
Didn't like her.
Apparently.
And I stand by my convictions.
Eileen, it's okay. It's a rough room.
Yeah.
Here's Valerie. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Valerie.
You guys are so cool. I
Thank
love
you.
you guys.
Cool.
Hey, I wanted to call about the Friends show. I was so freaking disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
And Danny, I agree with you. The first hour was hysterical. 'Cause they were taking clips from everything. It was hysterical. And then Ross and Rachel back together. I'm like, that is a bunch of baloney.
Yeah, me too. I was with you on that. You and I are like-minded on the Friends night.
You should have hung out.
I was so hoping Rachel would get on that plane and it's over. You know,
Jack thought their home should have burnt to the ground.
Yeah, Jack thought there should have been a very special Friends where they all get cancer.
God, you're dark.
They did it on Sex and the City.
You know what? They can't get cancer because then they'd have a show 10 years from now about everybody went through chemo and lived.
Yeah.
Wow, you're right.
You know,
and the twins would be 10, and then they, I have a feeling they're going to continue with someone, and I hope to God it's not Rachel and
no, it's Joey.
Yeah,
Oh,
Joey.
is it?
He
He's
has
already
his
got
own
a show. Yeah,
it's called Joey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He moves to California to follow his dream of being an actor.
Oh, well, see, now I like Joey's character, so I can be okay with that.
So did my wife, but when I watched the clip show the hour before, he was dangerously close to Johnny Depp the first year. And then, by the second year, he's kind of this fat middle-aged guy.
You know what? This is such a pet peeve of mine, and it's so personal, but I really like to talk about shows that deal with some kind of reality or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Sex and the City, I felt was kind of real and stuff like that.
I love Sex and the City, yeah.
And I like to talk about that. But I don't know why. It is always forever since I've been in radio. It is such a pet peeve of mine. I hate talking about sitcoms like they're real.
Agree.
It is such a thing with me. I hate that, and I hate it when men talk about football like they know the guys.
Yeah, that's you, Stench.
Yeah, those are the two things I hate.
We do.